There it is. Dylan Jahamahan. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Dogman. Sriyanth Varma. Jacob Wheaton. Datu Hakkinen. Hey, what's up, Ben? Ben. What's going on, Ben Pulliam? How's it going? How's it going, everyone? We ready for Party Thor? I'm really excited for this episode. I gotta pull you guys up right here. Yeah, I am super excited for this episode. I think this might be one of the better ones. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I think this one I'm really excited for. I'm really excited for. How is everybody? JD, here we go again. Hello. Hi. What you mowing about? That is my cat Rocket, named after Rocket Raccoon. Yeah. Is Vision gonna drop midnight? Is Vision's gonna drop midnight? Also, you know, I'm not sure about that one because they are releasing all episodes of Star Wars Visions at once. So that's kind of different. So I don't know. That one I really don't know about. We shall see. Let's do this. Thor is my not favorite Marvel character because Wolverine's my favorite Marvel character. Thor is my favorite MCU character. So I'm really excited to see him. That one I really don't know about. Sounds like audio's alright, huh? Okay. Gotta turn this down. Yes, Dylan, I am looking very much forward to Venom Let There Be Carnage. I got invited to the premiere today, actually. So that's really cool. Chris and I both get to go. I'm really excited about that. What is Star Wars Visions about? It's essentially 9 episodes. They're all different. They don't connect at all. They're all completely different stories, and they're all completely different animations. They are done by different. Each episode is done by a different animation studio. So, there's one that's like super like Japanese anime. There's another one that's like an old Disney cartoon style. And overall, I I think I liked. There's some episodes I truly loved, and I'm like, wow, I really loved that. There's like a good 5 episodes that I really loved. There's one episode that I hated. I hated it. Uh, I really did. I did not like it at all. Um, I was just counting the minutes until it was over. But yeah, um, most of them, I very much did enjoy most of them. So, hello, hello. When does this start? Well, I'm gonna assume it starts in like 20 minutes. They're usually pretty early. How early they usually are, that we don't know. So let's try to bring up Disney Plus because it's not coming up. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello. Yep, I've seen all of the leaked photos, guys. For those asking, yep, I have seen the leaked photo. I don't see a leak. What if on here, guys? Please don't spam in the chat. We'll have to time you out if we see you spam in the chat. Oh no, Iron Fist fan, you called me an MCU fanboy. Oh, my feelings. Of course I'm an MCU fanboy. I love it when people call me that. It's not an insult to me. Like in the slightest, I obviously am an MCU fanboy. Like, um, uh, it's hard to tell if they're real or fake. Um, because that does seem like a scene that we would see, right? But It's so hard to tell now because I feel like like the real photos have come out and they've been like copyright claimed, but then now I also feel like the guy who tried to deep fake everybody and like secretly he was trolling people. Like I feel like people can just make things now, but since there's like a lot of watermarks and stuff on them, like looks pretty real to me. You know what I mean? It looks pretty real. When is second trailer No Way Home release? I think Daniel RPK today said in November. I can do an update video on that. Jose Andrade. I am ready for Party Thor. I think this is gonna be one of the better episodes. I'm excited about that. My camera is there we go. Yeah. 3C Films. I like Chris a lot. We talk and text. I think he's a great channel. I think he's gonna go super super far, probably past me one day. I think a lot of people are probably gonna pass me one day, but you know what? I have a lot of friends in the YouTube community. The Real Rejects are really good friends of mine. In real life, Chris from 3C is a great guy. Paul from Heavy Spoilers is a great guy. Eric Voss is the man. I love those guys. Like they're great guys. Woof woof from the Netherlands. Who had it met too? Oh, it's been such a long time since I spoke Dutch. That was probably who had it met too. Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. Een beetje. Niet zo goed. Hey, Infinity Shades, always coming in. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You didn't miss anything. We're just talking about stuff, talking about some Spider-Man leaks and stuff like that. Yep, Baby Yoda right here. Someone was like, "Oh, guys, I don't have my logo." There we go. Although it's like kind of just in the background. Why do I always say woof woof? I've answered this so many times. I need like to link. Oh, you know what? Since I'm posting more on my website now, I need to link an article that says why do I always say woof woof, and I need to link it in the pinned comments and say this is why I say woof woof. Because I obviously understand that new subscribers come in and don't know why, so I don't mind answering it. I just get asked it a lot. Um, it was like my seventh to 12th video that I've ever that I ever posted to YouTube. Um, and here, I gotta get over here because I have to open up my chat so I can time people out. Thank you, Ryan Arfin. Appreciate that. So, yeah. So I say woof woof because like in like my seventh video to my like 12th video, I don't know which video it was. I could probably look and tell you, but we won't do that. It was the Black Panther post-credit scene. So if you remember, it was Bucky in Wakanda. He didn't have the arm on, um, and the little kids were calling him White Wolf, White Wolf. Now I say White Wolf because like I emphasize wolf because at the time, like it's really funny. Like when I started my YouTube channel, I did not expect it to become this. I was just a fan who I loved the MCU and everything else, like all the superhero stuff. Like I've loved it since I was a kid, reading comics, watching the animated shows on TV. You know, I grew up on X-Men and Spider-Man, the animated shows. So I just started making videos. I never thought I was gonna be like this. So my enunciation was not very good, and I spoke like really really fast. And I usually tried to do everything in like one take. So I was talking about the white wolf, but I said woof like over and over again. Like I don't think I said wolf one time in the entirety of the video. So all the comments were woof woof. Like that's what people were commenting. Woof woof. Like you keep saying woof. Like you keep saying woof. You keep saying woof. And So, but like no, like they were like I was being made fun of, but like not really, because like at that time I had like 300 subscribers, right? So like the people who commented were few at the time. So it was like really funny. It was really funny. And I enjoyed it. And so like since everybody was posting like woof woof, I just said it as a joke. And all the comments were like, "Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Like that's so funny that you did that. Don't stop doing that." And I haven't stopped doing it, and I don't know if I still have these these original subscribers that I had 3 years ago when I started. Um, I would hope I have some. I would hope I have at least one. Um, but that's kind of why I say it. I say it because I say it for those old subscribers before I had like 30 subscribers or something like that, or 30,000 subscribers. I say it for those that are out there, and I obviously say it for my new subscribers as well. I welcome you all to the Woof family. We used to I used to call my subscribers like the Woof Pack or Woof Gang, and maybe we're gonna have to bring that back. Well, I collab with New Rockstars and Canadian Lad. I've actually collabed with both of them before. I've actually been on Rogue Theory with Eric Voss, and the Canadian Lad and I did a two-part breakdown together. He did like one part on his channel, I did a part on mine, and it was really good. And I like both those guys a lot. um, I see you, T Nasty Nelson, that you can't send a super chat. I don't know why. Um, no idea. I don't know if Harry Osborn's gonna be part of the Sinister Six, but guys, just so you know, if you spam, Mr. Anderson is going to he's gonna time you out, and if you do, it'll block you. So be careful. He's out there. What's up, Kendrick? How's it going, man? What unannounced MCU shows do you think they'll announce November 12th? Jeez. Um, well, I think we might get like we're definitely gonna get some inside looks on of Hawkeye, Miss Marvel. Well, wait, will Hawkeye be out already? Hawkeye might be out already. Um, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. I think we're getting footage for those. Keep in mind, it's a lot, right? Because you have like Star Wars, you have all the Lucasfilms, like you have a lot. Um, so because we're gonna get a lot about Kenobi, Ahsoka. Like, there's gonna be a lot that we're gonna get. Mandalorian season 3, Boba Fett. Um, there's a lot that we're gonna get. So keep in mind, it probably won't focus too much on like one thing for like very very long. Um, so yeah, I as far as like what shows that I think are gonna come out that they haven't announced yet, um, that's a tough one because I want to say I want like a Thunderbolts announcement, but do I think it's gonna like happen? No. I don't think. I think we're gonna probably get more about like Iron Wars and like Moon Knight, like shows that are kind of far away that are kind of done filming, um, but not necessarily like we haven't really gotten anything for yet. Um, so I want to say, I mean, what I would really love to see is Fantastic Four. I would love to hear something about the Fantastic Four or the X Men, because we've had a little bit about the Fantastic Four because Kevin Feige at the Disney Investor Day, he said like it's in development, like the project's being worked on right now, but that's it. We don't know anything else about it. That's all we know about it. So I'm hoping we get some information on it because I really want to know about the cast. Like I really want to know about the cast. I want to know who's gonna play Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman. Like that's what I'm really like. I think's gonna be pretty sweet. So, yeah, Moon Knight's gonna be 23, I think, 2023. Um, hey, Dean S. Nelson, I think you figured it out. I saw some comments that you saying you couldn't do it. Ever noticed Marvel, Disney, Star Wars always hinted future of the franchise with shows, merch, games, other various things. It's not letting you use the 4.99 super chat. Well, hey, I appreciate you using the 9.99 one. There's like a 99 cents one you can use too. You don't gotta spend all that money, but I super appreciate that. Um, I have noticed. Yes, I have noticed, and it's smart, right? Wouldn't you say it's smart? Like I think it's smart because and like one of the things I've actually always thought was like super smart is that oh sorry, let me fix this. Don't pop up, don't pop up. Shubham Pandey, thank you very much. But to get back to you, Gina S. Nelson, one thing I always thought is very smart is since I've been doing YouTube, I've done DC like when I started I did a lot of videos. I did a lot of DC videos when I started. I did just other movies as well. And you know, it just became so dang hard to keep doing videos when my trailer reactions and my trailer breakdowns and even just videos in which I use like brief clips would get tagged all the time because like Warner Brothers they tag stuff all the time. Sony before I kind of got on a little bit of their good side, they used to tag me all the time, like all the time, and not so much anymore. But I think it's genius how Disney and Marvel let like YouTubers use their stuff because it's free promotion, right? Because trust me, like yeah, these people are like the companies are making money off YouTube, but come on, let's be honest, that's not where they're really making their money from. They make money from merchandise, they make money from the movies, from Disney Plus, right? You know what I mean? Like yeah, it's a revenue stream for them, but to them they're more worried about getting their shows out there because they know that ultimately that will bring them more money than YouTube views, right? Whereas my whole life depends on YouTube views. But yeah, TNS Nelson, I think it's very smart of them to do that. And I actually do think they intentionally leak some like merch and stuff sometimes. Infinity Shades back again. Love to see Wanda and Peter Parker have some nice wholesome scenes. Personally, I wish they did more of the Avengers mingling and becoming closer like we saw Avengers Party after and Avengers Age of Ultron. I think it would be really cool to see Peter and Wanda because I think they're so different. I'm really excited to see Wanda's future, especially in Multiverse of Madness, because like she's very wounded and like raw right now, and I think her story is gonna be pretty big in Doctor Strange. I think it's gonna be pretty big, and yeah, I'm wondering if Peter's gonna have like a big leadership role in the new Avengers, and I'm excited to see him like interact with like Falcon again because I think the last time we really saw them together, with the exception of like the big fight in Avengers Endgame, was during the airport scene in Civil War, in which was pretty funny and comical, and which you know the big joke is you know Tom Holland kicked Sebastian Stan's butt, you know Peter Parker kicked Sam Wilson's butt. So I'd like to see them interact. I'd like to see him interact with Shang-Chi. I'd like to see them two fight together. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, no, I agree. I think there should be some like good scenes between the Avengers, like hanging out, right? I'd like to see them together when they're not, you know, being Avengers. Like I think that would be cool. I think we may see the Maestro soon. You know, I'm with you there. Oh, it's out. But I hear you, Janessa Nelson. I'd probably agree with you. It kind of seems like that. And I wonder, you know, you wonder what Ruffalo's gonna do, right? But all right, we are starting, fam. It is out. We are going to be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're just gonna. I know it's just gonna go through the Whoa, this episode's 35 minutes long. We are being spoiled today. And I am not going to skip past the trailer part here. Or the trailer, the intro. Time to pop over to G Fuel. Thank you to G Fuel because they are part of the reason I'm going to the Venom premiere, getting me close with Sony. If you drink G Fuel, you can use code COSMIC at gfuel.com to get a discount. Alright. Alright, same intro as normal. Time. Space. Reality. We're still just going through the intro right now, guys. Vast new realities. What if? What if? Alright, how we starting off here? Jane Foster. I can hear Kat Dennings. I can hear her. It's doing the beeping. She know who Shield is. She knows who Shield is. Oh, the invasion has begun. Wow, this is very different. Oh, that's Vegas. It's not Germany like I thought it was. Your dull lives are about to come to an end. the the party prince. What? Oh, Thor and Loki. Their childhood taught Thor many lessons. Look at Baba Loki. He returned him. The Odin sleep. Yep. And now Thor's like, okay, let's party. No parties. Of course, mother. Hey, Heimdall. Heimdall will be watching. But is Heimdall a partier is the question. most interesting thing he's done is fall asleep. He'll call it Frika. Alert the realms. Party on Midgard. To Thor the party prince. Really? Hey, look who it is! It's magic. Huzzah! Interesting. It sounds like Kat Dennings and Natalie Portman. Oh, look. Oh, the hair! He's beautiful! Hey! Howard comes back! Howard the Duck. The scroll. You do me. Nah. All the way down there. Hey! Hi, Grandmaster. Aw, thanks, Marie. Wom. Think I pronounced that right. Bring the thunder. Don't drink too much or little. That was an excellent party. You killed a planet. Oof. Oof. Oh. Thor's such a smooth talker. Dang. Half price nacho. Ha 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 ha. This is the Grandmaster. Hey! Swinging the hammer. It is the Grandmaster. Nice. Release the phone. Hey, look who it is. They're gambling. Mama needs a brand new eye. That's hilarious. Hey, Drax, Valkyrie. No way. That's epic. Hey, that's cool. Wait, is this all really happening? I really hope this is all really. Oh, looks like looks like some people had some fun. Looks like a lot of people had some fun. Well, look at those baby little thingies. They on Asgard? Or... Oh, no, they're in a hotel. It kind of sounds like Natalie, but I didn't check either. Oh, look who it is. Rocket's passed out. Maria Hill, acting director. The hell's Nick Fury? Oh! He's still unconscious. There's a rabbit in the sink. He's talking about Rocket. Hey, a helicarrier. She slept with Thor. The party atmosphere seems to be spreading. I don't. Doesn't sound like Natalie Portman. It is Kat Dennings though. The last resort has arrived. Oh! Captain Marvel. Sending. It's done. Hey! Look who it is! Oh, it's Loki. Whoa, that's very different. Oh, that's very different! Brother from another. Oh, I. Only poop in private. Oh, Loki, it's a shooting star. Oh no, it's bear spawn. The Ice Bros, Loki himself, Prince Loki. This is freaking epic. We're having a great time. Till you shut up. Oh, she smacked at him. Dang. Oh, she uppercut the heck out of him. Oh, but Thor has a hammer. Oh, that's such a cool scene. Hammering. You want me to put the hammer down? Say it. Say it. Oh! He smacked the hell. He smacked her into space. He smacked her into the. He smacked her to the UK. Uh, oh no! Oof. I don't know what these are. Nobody does. I have to do a little boop. You weird rocks. Oh, can she lift the hammer? So they're in America now. Arizona somewhere maybe. Party foul. Be right with you. 1 second. Let's do this. Ooh. Ooh, the lightning. Is it just gonna supercharge her? It's supercharging her. That's a Tony Stark move right there. Oof. Captain Marvel can absorb energy, dude. Ooh. Not the. So I want to. Can she pick up the hammer? That's my question. All right. What you mad about? We're watching. We're watching a show. Come on, Thor. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's freaking cool. Oh, they both. Oh, you put the hammer on her. Now he can't move. No, she can't move. A timeout. Is that look? That's like a celestial guy on the left. Not an actual celestial, but someone dressed as celestial. That's funny. That your cat could devour whole armies. Thor called Jane. She said, "Love you." They said a swear word. No. Oh, it's Howard the Dirk. Duck. Mrs. the Duck. Oh, look, it's Loki. night Chinese. Aw, Thor's phone broke. Dang. Now she broke her phone. How would you call his mom? He just took out a whole power grid. Dang. It's like, get it? Because he's from Australia. Aww. Ooh, she's like all powered up. Ooh, she called Heimdall. She got taken. And now they're in one of the Dakotas. South Dakota, I think. Oh, look. He summoned her. Oh. I actually felt that one. Uh, Mrs. Odin, wife. Crushing my mellow. Wonder what's about to happen here. Oh. Oh no. What are you? I'm in my room studying. There's a polar bear in the back. You come in here. We never get the fire the nukes. It's a sphere. There's no corners. It's a sphere. The universe's greatest slingshot. Aww. See you in another 1,000 years. Dang. My mother is coming. Ooh. I'm your brother from another mother. You sound like Odin. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay. Most of the Guardians. Uh, we're keeping the scoots. I hear my dad calling. That's Thanos. Oh, Father, give me strength. To do what? Oh. My mother is coming. Frigga. Everyone, Frigga. He fixed the Stonehenge. They're fixing everything. Oh, power grid's back up. Okay. Oh, Surtur's gone. Kind of fixed the Statue of Liberty. Uh, there we go. Oh, even the Frost Giants came back and helped. he he put the leaning tower piece back upright. Dude, that's so good. Learning is magic. The Snuggie. I wonder who that is. Hey. I know who you are. The hammer? Really? The hammer was. Wow. He came back to see Jane. Oh. Ha ha. I know a whole planet full of unicorns. That's funny. I like that they get together even in the animated series. I like and I like that Loki and Thor are still kind of brothers. Wait, what? Oh, here we. Oh, snap! Ultron. Ultron with vision in its side. Oh no! And this is what's. Here we go. Even the freaking Watcher was. Wow. Even the Watcher was. Even the Watcher was. All right. Is there a post credit? No post credit. I thought there might have been. Let's look at the cast. I want to see all the voices. I think I passed all the. Go back. Based on the Marvel Comics, of course. Yep. Show me. Okay, cast. It was Natalie Portman, Tom Hiddleston, Kat Dennings, Samuel L. Jackson, Jeff Goldblum, Kobe Smulders, Clark Gregg, Frank Grillo, Taika Waititi, Karen Gillan, Jamie Alexander, Seth Green as Howard the Duck, Alexandria Daniels, and then yeah, wow, they got a lot of people to come do the voices. Ooh, I like this episode. I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny. This was a good one. Let's get Chris up in here. I really liked this episode. That might be tied for my favorite. Strange Supreme one is my favorite, I think. Hi. Oh, hold on. He can't hear me.
Now that episode was without a doubt the best. 10 out of 10. Augie, thanks for joining. Absolutely a ton of fun. They gave us everything.
Hello.
Logan!
Yeah, I love that episode.
Favorite episode, hands down. No question.
That was awesome. It was a fun
ending.
time. Oh, hold on. People can't hear you.
Hear me!
Well, now I hear you.
Oh, hey guys. I only have one issue with the whole thing.
Nope. Shut up.
Nope, I have to ruin so I'll be the party pooper.
Everybody call Chris a party pooper in the chat.
Party pooper.
Everybody call Chris a party pooper in the chat. Everybody do it
And
now.
here's why.
Nope.
Here's why.
Why?
Well, you can't call me a party pooper, now let me be a party pooper. Do you not think he wouldn't be worthy to have the hammer?
Yeah, it'd be worthy. It's Thor.
What do you mean? He's lost it for less.
Has he though?
I think so. Why did he lose it in the first Thor?
I think he was just kind of on a vacation.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of a vacation. Do you really take someone's worthiness away for wanting to have a little bit of fun?
I think worthiness is about the heart. And his heart wasn't in the place of somebody who's going to protect the 9 realms. I would argue he wasn't worthy. But what say you, oh wise chat?
And Shipfinity Shades, thanks so much for that super chat. And yeah, it was a great episode. 9 out of 10.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I think I give it a 10 out of 10 because I think it was what I've been wanting from this series because I know it's not that serious. So make it fun.
Yeah, that was a blast too. You're 100% right.
Make it fun to watch. You know what I mean? Like, and that was just I literally, and I'll have to go back and watch it. I laughed so hard at some point. I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, Infinity Shades brings up a good point. There would be no worthy enchanting on the hammer. Because
why not?
Well, because Odin didn't send the hammer to Earth, and he put the enchantment on it before he sends it to Earth. Remember, he says, whoever finds his hammer, if he be worthy, will wield the power of Thor. He's the one who puts the enchantment on it before he sends it to Earth, because he banishes Thor to Earth. And then he has his hammer, then he puts the enchantment on it, and then he throws it down with him.
That's a fair argument. So, I'll give that.
No,
I'll send that.
In the MCU, right? That's the MCU
No,
story.
I solved that.
Yeah. You solved it, he solved it. Infinity
no,
Shades.
not solve. What's the word? Ship. That's not the word. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. But I agree. That makes sense.
There
that answers
you
my
go.
question. Now it's not a 9.9. Now it's a 10.
There you go. It was really cool fighting too.
Oh no, the fight at one point when he was chucking the lightning at her and they just kept chucking more. I said Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dude, I thought that too. I was like, this kind of looks like Dragon Ball Z. I was like, this is pretty
Next
cool.
time on Dragon Ball Z.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
No, it was a lot of fun. The jokes, the references, the characters. Kat Dennings is just hilarious everywhere she shows up. This is our first. Oh, what was the term they used? Uh, international relations. Oh, is that what the kids are calling it
Is that what the
nowadays?
kids are calling it nowadays? Yeah.
So much fun. So much fun. And then, of course, the big, huge ending.
It was so good. I think it was good how they did Loki. Uh,
Ooh.
I liked the Loki thing. How they were still brothers, right?
Hmm.
That was still really cool. I don't know. And they had a bunch of characters there show up for the party. What do you have to say?
I do have a counterpoint. Snapped away on my side of the chat says there was some type of spell on the hammer, because Captain Marvel could not get it off of her.
True.
That is a good counterpoint.
Mm.
Lively debate tonight, boys. That's why we're here, though. A lot of fun. Regardless of that, really, because in reality it doesn't matter. It's very possible that he really just was worthy, because he's Thor, and he doesn't have to be
Maybe.
perfect.
Well, it's also Uru metal, and remember he did say about Stormbreaker, about Uru metal before he made Stormbreaker. He was telling the Guardians like your mind would collapse and you could not wield it. You don't have the power to wield it. So maybe it's just the Uru metal is just
Maybe it's just
extremely
too
heavy.
powerful.
Right, it's just extremely powerful, and he's a god, so he has the ability to lift it.
That's true as well. That's true as well. Lively debate, though. Good job, chat, for
Yeah.
ringing in some really good points, all of you guys.
Hey, Infinity Shades, thanks for that super chat. I'm really glad you like Shang-Chi. It's one of my favorite movies now, and yeah, he's freaking awesome. Brandon Pfeiffer, can we call him Voltron?
Voltron. Chen, you bring up a good point by what you say. She said, I'm not a fan of how these episodes feel like half episodes due to the cliffhanger endings. However, this one we're going to get resolution. Right? Am I right in that, Warren?
Say it again.
We're going to get resolution from this cliffhanger. There's more story coming.
Oh yeah, this is now the part.
This is the big two finale
This
episode.
is the two finale now where Ultron is taking over. This is what I've been saying from the beginning. Ultron's taking over the multiverse. Even the Watcher was like, "Wait, what?"
The Watcher was surprised too. He's like,
Yeah.
"What's going on here?" Yeah.
So now the Watcher has
No one
to
can
interfere.
hear Warren.
Oh,
Why not? This whole time and nobody told me?
because I talk so quietly.
Yeah, that's what it is, Warren. Because you talk so quietly. I actually have no clue why. You do your thing. I'll figure that out. We need Warren.
Hey, there's apparently a leaked photo of Professor Xavier.
I saw that. It wasn't a very convincing photo.
It's not a convincing photo.
It's a drawing.
But apparently it's getting taken down. Apparently people are like,
Is
this
it?
is getting
All
taken
right, now
down
you can
right
hear
away.
Warren. Thank you for letting me know.
It looks
We're talking about the Professor X photo that went out.
in Doctor Strange
Couple hours
Multiverse
ago.
of Madness. I mean,
My only issue with these is it's always the same. Like, what's the actual connection? What connects this to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness?
what connects what? This show?
This photo.
This
No,
photo?
this photo. What's the connection here? There's no like, oh yeah, this is taken from the set. But I don't know. I mean, that'd be cool if it was true, and I wouldn't be surprised if it were. Here,
I
send
think
it in.
he's in it. I mean, remember he said he met with Kevin Feige.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And I don't think he was gonna say, "Yep, we talked about it. I'm in."
Right. I'm kind of looking right now. Yeah, I mean, interesting.
An interesting thought. Definitely want to look into a little bit because anything will be an interesting video.
Yeah, no kidding. Well,
But the same with those leaks that disappeared off the internet for Spider-Man: No Way Home that supposedly revealed the Sinister Six, but they're just gone. It's like, what? They're gone? They gotta be somewhere. Somebody's gotta have them.
Feige has him in his vault with
Yeah,
next
Feige's
to
got him
all of
with
his weapons. I mean,
his Infinity Gauntlet
next to
with
his freaking sniper
YouTubers he's taking
rifles that
down.
he's got
Yeah.
with a picture of my freaking face on it. Like, with he's got like X's marked from other freaking YouTubers, and I don't have an X through my name yet. It's like Harry Potter, how like they're picking off wizards.
How many more strikes do you have though?
That's true, right? It's
That's
like
the question.
I've got little ticks by my name, and, and he's just waiting to like strike three, pull the trigger on Cosmic. We got him.
Yeah.
Hold on, super chat from Isaiah Richardson Jr. Thank you. Hammer was always enchanted. Thor and grew up seeing it and it became Prince when he lifted it in the MCU. Odin stripped away Thor's power away and did a second enchantment, sending it to Earth. Yeah, I mean there probably was some type of enchantment on it.
I just don't think he passed the threshold of being unworthy. That's all. I just think it was questionable.
Yeah, I don't think he became unworthy.
That's what I'm saying. But I was bringing up the point that potentially he could have been if Odin really cared. You know, I guess he was in his deep sleep, so he isn't even there to chastise him.
That's what I laughed really like. The most exciting thing my father ever did was fall asleep. I laughed so hard at that part.
Nah, Levi, thanks for stopping by.
I laughed probably harder than I should have laughed at that
That was
point.
pretty.
I was just like the most
No, I laughed pretty
exciting
hard
thing
at a
my
few different
father
parts.
ever did was fall asleep. And it was like, what? So, okay, yeah. So Ultron is totally infiltrating the multiverse. And it's, I'm tired.
The big question is, does this bleed into the live action MCU?
We'll see.
I mean, so here's one thing that's happening, and we were actually talking about this over on my side, and I'm sure you've thought about it. We know for a fact we're getting Disney Plus Day, December 12th.
Yeah.
You know, which maybe we'll get a trailer for this, that, the other, a couple release dates. But you have to at least hope that we'll be getting some new projects revealed.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be movies because it's Disney Plus Day. They're going to be Disney Plus projects. So the question is, you know, what merits a Disney Plus show? What's going to be announced? Because it's not going to be, you know, the Fantastic Four. They're going to get a movie.
I don't know
But
how
maybe,
much new stuff we're going to get, though.
well, they announce new titles pretty far into the future, and maybe we won't, maybe we will. But regardless, eventually we're going to get new stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we get White Vision versus Vision Ultron, and that's a series. You know, I have no clue. But they can do whatever they want with this Disney Plus shows. It opens up such a huge door of possibility and opportunity.
They can do whatever they want because of the multiverse now. Like, they can literally
Exactly.
do whatever they want. So, yeah, I mean, we could definitely see all this bleed into what's really happening.
Right,
But,
Daniel.
and maybe they're bringing Ultron back, period. And you know,
That'd be fun,
White
too.
Vision is Ultron secretly.
Maybe the Young Avengers take out Ultron.
Maybe. Hold on. Cam K, thanks for the super chat. Like the episode, get it's a cartoon, but why the military didn't show up once? It took freaking like 8 years to travel through the pipe. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just because they left it up to Shield, right? Because that's what Shield does. They're the ones who deal with that stuff. I mean, I guess if you think about it, Shield is the only people who showed up in like the regular Thor too, right? Like the military didn't show up to inspect everything in that small town. It was Thor, or it was Shield that
Shield,
came.
yeah.
Right. So, I mean, sticking with the same kind of
Narrative
basis
there.
Yeah. You want to know what? I was curious too. I was like, why are you acting director? What happened to Fury? You want to know why I'm acting director?
Cannonball!
Oh, is he
That was pretty
okay?
funny.
He's still unconscious.
I kind of like Maria Hill giving Captain Marvel all that crap.
Yeah.
It's about time somebody put her in her place.
I just can't. I don't like Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I know. I was saying that the whole time. It's like she really is just a party pooper. Like,
and it's
before
not.
Thor.
It's not even like Brie Larson. It's just
No, it's just the
the
way the
attitude of
structured.
the character.
Yeah.
I don't think they did a good job. I think they went
Mm-mm.
I think they could have went in a different direction to really make the character like great. Like,
And I think they possibly got that feedback from the fans. I feel like the majority of us feel that way. I won't speak for everybody, but I think probably the majority of people would say, yeah, it's just kind of off-putting. So hopefully that'll change in the future. Brie Larson's a fantastic actress, you know, and she's just doing what she was directed to
Oh,
do.
I
I think
I
the
I was
character is
always
very
a
abrasive.
yeah, I was always a big Brie Larson fan. I think she's doing some weird stuff now, but that's her life, dude. Do what you
Yeah,
want.
do you?
But I've always really liked Brie Larson. No, I didn't like the portrayal of Captain
Yeah,
Marvel. I
she's
just
very abrasive.
and
Party pooper. She
and
kind of
again,
takes the fun out of everything.
yeah, and again, I don't think it's Brie Larson's fault, but I do think they are poking fun of that in this episode.
I think a little bit. I think Marvel's heard the
The
fans,
the
and maybe in the
party
future.
pooper part and everything like
Yeah,
that. It's
exactly. Take
and
care, Snapped Away. Thank you for stopping by.
yeah, they're kind of playing into that.
Hmm.
And who knows? Maybe the Marvels will be a lot better. Maybe it'll be funnier. I'm certainly like hoping that she gets redemption. I'm
And
hoping
I
that
think
they
that
get turned
they'll
around.
fix that. There shouldn't be any issue with that. And we've seen in Shang-Chi, she's not going anywhere. She's at the end of that. She's important, and she's going to be important in the cosmic connection to Earth.
She actually
Especially
did.
with
Actually,
MCU separating.
she did seem a little bit better there, didn't she?
At that point, yeah, 100%. She wasn't talking down to everybody. She was just like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
We'll have to see though. That's an important part moving forward.
To-
And it is cool as you're reading the freaking all the Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, Kat Dennings, literally all of them in this episode. It was a purebred episode for actors, and you get another connection to these characters, even though they're not necessarily the same connection. They're different multiverse characters, but it is fun to see them in that different light.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And I think I don't know. I do think there are a lot of people that really like Captain Marvel the way she is, which good for you. Like that's nice. I just it's off-putting to me. Um, I feel like she's way too serious, but maybe that's just her whole shtick.
Yeah,
Um,
not everybody can just goof about all the time.
yeah,
Somebody's got to
I'm
clean up the
definitely
trash.
more of like a Thor type of
Oh,
character.
absolutely. That was fun. That was a blast.
DJ Wavy D, do you think they are gonna rush Kang and Galactus? I feel like there's so many threats out there. Kang, Galactus, Wanda, Spider Verse, smaller ones. Thank you for that super chat. No, I don't think Marvel ever really rushes anything. I think they take their
Mm-mm.
time. I think everything's well thought out. Um, I don't think they're gonna rush all that. I think it's gonna hit perfectly. Uh,
I agree 100% with that.
yeah. So
Searcher flirting with the Statue of Liberty was funny as hell. Yes, Naveen, it was.
that was a good part.
It was-
I have somebody asking at the end who was the guy at the end. That was Ultron, but Vision.
Vision fusion.
Like
Visiontron.
it's a Voltron.
It's almost like
It's a
Ultron
Voltron.
survived, right? If you think in the terms of the main MCU timeline, granted it's a different universe, but presume Ultron survived, he would have built Vision's body for his own consciousness.
Well,
And
and
that's almost
but
like
that's
that
what was
happened.
happening in Age of Ultron. He was building.
The
He was
perfect
building Vision's
symbiote.
body to. So I mean, essentially, this could be what happened. Like, because Ultron was in the vibranium body, or maybe it wasn't vibranium at first. Ultron was in the
Mhm.
body, and then he was building Vision.
Yeah,
And he was gonna take over that, right? So it seems like he
they got
probably did
rushed.
that. No, it's yeah, but it seems like he did take over the actual Vision body, and then took his old body and put it on his armor.
Yeah, yeah,
Is what it kind
yeah.
of looks like. Um,
Definitely looks like that. And then collected all the Infinity Stones.
yeah. It's Joaquin Fernandez. A lot of us hate Captain Marvel in the comics too. Kara was great as Miss Marvel, but as Captain Marvel, she's horrible. She has a superiority complex now, and characters like Wonder Woman don't. See, that's actually
That's exactly it.
that's my thing is the superiority complex. Like,
Mhm.
I don't care that she's like super serious and everything like that. And I'm not talking about this episode. I think this episode was good, and I think her offset to Thor in this episode was like really good.
It was perfect. Yeah, they pulled the perfect character to fight Party Thor.
Right? Yeah. I just I think the superiority complex is a thing that really bugs me.
Yeah, and
Um,
Torqued on my side says, yeah, to me, Captain Marvel in her origin movie isn't humble at all. It's not pleasant to watch somebody that is constantly full of themselves.
Right.
In a non-joke way.
That's the deal, right? And they
There's
don't
no
do
pleasantry there.
no. Whereas with Thor, he's full of himself, but there's a lot of
It's funny.
there's a lot of quirks, and it's funny, um, to offset that.
Yeah.
But again,
That's the ability.
like Captain Marvel 2 comes out, I'm gonna watch Captain Marvel 2. Like, it's not keeping me
Oh,
from.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I think her character will evolve a little bit. Kind of has to.
Who knows?
Can we talk about?
Well, Kyra M, thanks for super chats. This episode felt like something on Disney XD.
Okay,
That's pretty
that's
good.
hilarious.
That's pretty
Can we
funny.
talk about how cool Loki was?
Dude, Loki was epic.
You're like my brother from another mother. I was like, yeah,
Brothers,
that
brothers
is
forever. Brothers
hilarious.
forever. Oh, that's
She's
so
not. She's not my mother. We're brothers from another mother. Remember?
Yeah, right. Who created? Oh, and Kyra, thank you for that super chat. Who created Ultron in this universe? Uh,
In the MCU or in?
in what I think what we just saw. I mean, I don't think he
I
was
don't think he
created in
came
this
from that
universe.
universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he definitely came from another universe,
which is why the Watcher was
which is why the
confused.
Watcher was freaking out. So he's like, what the, what is,
Hmm
I see everything, and all the
hmm
universes like, what's happening?
Right. Yeah. Even all of the superior beings saw whatever Ultron did, and it was a Nexus event. This wasn't supposed to happen. Who and what is this? And that might be why the Watcher fights him in the final one.
I think so. Yeah. Isaiah Richardson Jr. Thanks for another super chat. There wouldn't be a Vision without Thor joining the Avengers to power him in the first place, but this Ultron can be from another universe. Yeah, I totally think he's got to be from another universe. And again, I think that's why the Watcher is so like confused because he's just kind of like, I see everything. I didn't see this. This came out of nowhere. So clearly, I think he comes from a different universe. Um, what's my opinion on Marvel making Hulk weak in the movies? Um, I don't like it. um, I'm waiting for like World Breaker Hulk
Yep. That's
or
what I need to see at
or
least one
or
time before he
or
knows.
something like way different, like Maestro Hulk. Um, I don't like I liked Hulk in Avengers, the first Avengers, and like I liked him in Ragnarok, but I was not a big fan of Professor Hulk. Especially the part where he cringes at his former self when they're in the past. I cringed at that part. Like I cringed at him cringing at his former self because I like his former self more than his current self. So I
Hmm
was like, meh. So
Will we see Kang in this What If season? I don't believe so.
no, I
I
think
think there's a
I think
lot of Kang we need to discover in the real world before we can get him in What If.
I think I think Ultron is the finale. I think
Yeah.
I think the Watcher in the next episode will gather different people from different universes.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Strange Supreme,
Yep.
and then I think the last episode will be the last battle.
hmm It's kind of cool that they decided to connect him at the end, and that'll grab everything.
Right, that'll definitely make the next episodes more.
Yeah. And it's a cool way to bring back, the other characters as well. Maybe they'll get the Spider-Man from the zombie movie or bring in zombie Thanos. Let's go.
Oh gosh, with the Infinity Stones. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
Ultron killed him or took him from Zombie Thanos.
There you go.
Cause he,
Where's an
yes.
easy place I can get all the Infinity Stones?
Yeah, right. Oh, look, a dead Thanos. um, I was gonna address something, but I don't remember. Brian Slick. You guys are aware that Carol is essentially goddess military. Yes, I've worked with fighter pilots in Iraq. Danvers is a rake hell compared to real fighter pilots. Is a rake hell?
I've never heard that expression.
I've never heard that expression either. I don't know if you're saying she's better or worse. I'm sorry, I really don't. um,
I'm not questioning whether or not the character is the way the character's supposed to be. I think the big question is only, is she fun to watch? And I think the answer is no, regardless of if her personality is warranted, called for, appropriate, inappropriate. I just don't think people enjoy watching it regardless.
I think exactly what you just said. I think the character
Is
is
done properly.
done the way it's supposed to be done. I think they had a
It's just not
vision
a fan
for it and
favorite.
they did it. Yeah, I don't like Captain Marvel. Like I don't like her
Yeah,
attitude.
as simple as that.
I did kind of enjoy Captain Marvel the movie. It's not a movie I hated. I didn't like how she just came in an Endgame and was like, "Oh, look at me, I'm stronger than everybody." That was stupid. Like we spent years building up other characters. Um,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
again, just to come and kind of say Captain Marvel fix everything. It's just kind of like um, it was really weird to me. It didn't make a lot of sense to me because she would like fight Thanos and like kind of beat him, but then he'd just like throw her out of nowhere.
Mm.
And then she was like out for like minutes at a time. I'm like, how are you just like clearly
Nap.
stronger than Thanos, and then he like throws you into some rocks, and then you're down, and Tony has to die and everything. Like to me, that just it was a big plot hole to me, and I didn't like that. I didn't like them doing that. But
Yeah.
yeah, for the people saying wrong, oh you're wrong, Captain Marvel's not like that. Like that's your own opinion. Not
Hmm.
wrong. It's my opinion. I don't like her, and that's just how it is. Like, and I'm not. I'm never gonna apologize for that. I don't like the character. Maybe she'll make a
Yeah.
redemption. Maybe not. There's other characters I don't like in the MCU. I love Wanda. I love Thor. I love Doctor Strange. I love Spider-Man. Like, there's characters I like and characters I don't like.
Yeah. And that goes out to everybody, and that's completely just 100% it. If you like the character, that's awesome for you. I'm sure there are people out there that don't like Iron Man. I don't
Yeah.
like Captain America, and I get crap for it all the time.
I don't like Captain America either. I mean, I don't mind Captain America, but I've never been like a gung ho Captain America fan.
Yeah, and there are people who love him, and he's their favorite Avenger, and I get that. You got to remember that everybody identifies to characters depending on where they are in their lives, depending on different memories they have as childs. There's so many different aspects, and that's why the MCU has been built into what it is. That we're literally sitting here on YouTube live talking about it, and people are here joining with us because of those memories and those connections, and each to their own. I do, however, firmly believe the overwhelming majority don't prefer to watch Captain Marvel.
And I've never made fun of anybody for liking anything. I've seen people talk about Captain Marvel all the time, and I've never been like, that's dumb. Like, they
Hmm.
shouldn't like Captain Marvel. Because I'm a firm believer of letting people like what they like. I mean,
I do like what said Mozo. I definitely pronounced that name wrong, but Monica Rambeau with her little screen time better than Carol Danvers. I'm excited to see Monica Rambeau in the future of the MCU. She's gonna be a blast.
yeah, I mean, and I actually do think the combination of Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, and Monica Rambeau is actually going to make for a pretty good movie. I think the three
Hmm.
of them together are actually going to be something pretty exciting, especially if they're linking it to like Secret Wars. I think it's going to be a pretty big movie, actually. So, um, there's a question I wanted to address. Where was it? Uh, InfiniFan80. Personally, I really like Carol's personality. It worked well in this episode. She was the straight man to Thor's hijack, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I actually think it did really work well for the episode. I'm strictly talking about the MCU. Okay, Brian's like, thanks for another super chat. Appreciate you explaining Raquel Recluse. As for her superiority, her Char has more responsibility than all of the Avengers combined. Maybe you guys would like Captain Marvel better if her name was Carl Danvers. No, not at all. This has nothing to do with her being a woman. Nothing at all. And I hate people who say
One
that.
of Warren's
I I
favorite
I
superheroes of all time is Wonder Woman, guys.
Wonder Woman is one of my favorite heroes
Of
of
all
all time. There's a
time.
picture of her hanging on my wall right there. I have zero problem with female superheroes. I love female superheroes, and I probably would rather watch them than male superheroes. No, it has nothing to do with that. I don't like the character. There's nothing deeper than that. It's like it doesn't go any deeper than that. No, I don't care. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. And I mean, I didn't necessarily really like Marvel, and I like Jude
No, Marvel
Law,
was awesome.
and I like Jude Law, but I think it's kind of a bummer because the story, not the story, yeah, the story had a lot of potential, and I still think like the Kree Skrull War does have a lot of potential.
And that'll
So
be fun.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
I
but
think, and to finish up here, we should talk about What If for a second.
maybe.
Um, the um, the future of this series hopefully continues on in season two, because they said we're going to get some Phase Force characters in season two, and they're set the precedent here that they are actually all going to connect at the end. which is just going to make it a lot more enjoyable. You know, you and I have talked off camera a little bit about what is it that What If is potentially missing compared to other MCU stories, and that is the speculation, the where is this going?
Right, 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 right.
And they gave that to us tonight, which has me really excited for the remaining episodes and for future seasons.
Yeah, and I think stakes have made it a little less exciting. But when you have episodes like this, and when you have episodes like the Strange Supreme one that I really really
Hmm.
enjoyed, I don't think you necessarily need all that stuff. I think good episodes will get people excited.
Yeah.
What If has I think What If has been like an okay series. It's had a lot of great episodes and some that were a little lackluster. Um,
Yeah.
but you know
100%.
what? And speaking of the theme of this like chat tonight about opinions and everything, I've seen the episodes that I really didn't like. People are like, "This was a 10 out of 10." I really
Yep.
like this episode, and I've seen some people say this is the worst episode so far. Like, and that's
Mhm.
just how it is, and that's okay. Like, it doesn't
There's
matter.
nothing wrong with that.
Right.
We are united
We
by our
act like it's
differences.
such a big problem that we disagree and have different opinions, but it's
You know how
really not. Like it's okay.
you know how boring these conversations would be if we agreed on absolutely everything.
That too.
It's like,
That
yeah,
too.
that was awesome. 10 out of 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Cool. Good night. Like,
Right.
it's our differences that unite us, isn't it?
Right. I just saw someone say this like why don't I like Captain America? I mean, I don't dislike him. I just I don't get really excited by him that
I have that
much.
emotional connection to the
Yeah, I don't really
character.
have a big emotional connection to him whereas like Iron Man, I particularly enjoy. Thor, I particularly enjoy. I don't dislike Captain America by any means. I like him. He's just not my favorite. You know, uh, I just he stands for a lot of good, and I like that about him.
And that's what
Right?
Warren doesn't like about him.
Yeah. Right. No, he stands for a lot of
Captain
good.
America needs to be more evil.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, he stands for a lot of good, and that is what I really like him. I like his patriotism. Um, there's a lot that I do like about Captain America. And I rewatched Captain America, the first movie, the other day, and I was like, dang, I forgot how good this movie was. So it's not like I don't like him, and I really enjoy the movies. Captain America Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War are two of my favorite movies. Uh, but as far as like who's your favorite superhero, I'm never like Captain America. Like that's, I just would I like to be Captain America? Yes.
Would I like to look like Captain
Right? Would I like to
America?
look like
Yes.
him? Yes. I mean, if we're being honest, I'd just love to be Chris Evans. You know.
There you go.
Yeah. But again, like, and who was it? It was Brian Slick. Thanks for that super chat. I hope I didn't offend you in any way. That's not my intentions. Um, oh, wait, you guess I got another one. He this ironic. Live action MCUs. Fire what if to MCU? Marvel will be taking a huge risk of losing the mainstream audience if the live action MCU gets comic style odd. I probably agree to that. And I didn't like. Maybe I got a little worked up, but I wasn't like taking that as like attack or anything. I appreciate the super chats.
It came with super chat.
Yeah. No. I super appreciate the super chats, and I like when people have different opinions, and I respect the different opinions. As far as that risk you're talking about, I have to agree. I think Marvel has I don't know what to call this. I think like I guess research. They have like really good. They do really good research, like to things pertaining to their audience. Um, I don't know the word for that. Like research and development teams that they like might have to like kind of get the audience feedback. There's a word for it. I just can't think of it. Dang it. Yeah, I can't think of the word. But I think Disney, Marvel, they do a really good job at knowing like what their audience likes, and I think they also do a good job at planning things out. And honestly, I have a lot of faith in Kevin Feige.
Yeah, honestly,
I,
Kevin Feige is the freaking
I,
glue.
yeah, I just have a lot of faith in Kevin Feige. I mean, the dude's been in the industry for a really long time. He's worked with Marvel since like the first X-Men films, and I just think the guy's a genius. and I don't think we've really been like led astray so far by him and by the team. Um, yeah, and like some people may not like some movies that come out, but I think the overall like collective story has been pretty good, and I think with like Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man No Way Home and like pretty much like I think all the like these movies that are coming out are going to be like really big, which is why we have the Disney Plus shows that are like kind of the smaller stories, but like if you look at Ant-Man, he was never like his movies were never like super super big, right? But I think Ant-Man 3 is going to be huge with the,
Hmm.
introduction of Kang, and then Multiverse of Madness is going to be bonkers, so we hear. We already know about Spider-Man, and what are the other movies? The Marvels, are going to have a lot of superheroes in them already as it is. It's going to be a huge movie. I mean, there's just like so much huge stuff coming up that I just kind of have faith um, that they know their audience, they know what to do and what not to do. But I mean, you
Yeah.
bring up a really good point, and I agree with you. But no, but I just would add that I'm not so afraid of that mistake happening because I trust Feige, and maybe we have this conversation in a year after we've seen some
You
movies,
know,
and it's like, oh, maybe we do
I
have something to worry
agree.
about, but
I agree with what he said 100%. But I also feel like we are getting to that point in the generational gap where Marvel might not necessarily need to rely on those comic fans anymore. We're going to get to the point in the next 10 years where a lot of these kids haven't even read the comics. And, Marvel is what Kevin Feige says Marvel is, not what it used to be. So there is to an extent, I believe, um, that separation that's happening as we get into the more digital world and kids aren't reading comics. These people who grow up with Tom Holland as their Spider-Man, and there will be that difference eventually that they're going to start writing comic books off of the movies, not the other way around.
I I I actually question now, and Kevin Feige has stated plenty of times that these stories are inspired by the comics. They're
Mhm.
obviously not like
Shot for shot.
shot for shot remakes, like not even close, right? Like look
Mhm.
at Infinity Gauntlet, like
Oh yeah, that
it's
was
so different. It's the X-Men, Fantastic
so
Four.
different.
They like everyone's there. Nebula takes the gauntlet, snaps. Mephisto's involved. It takes
Mhm.
place in space, right? In like this huge giant structure that Thanos made. It's so different, but it's inspired by that. Also, the gauntlet doesn't like deteriorate whenever you snap. Thanos uses it like
Thanos is about
a
150 million times stronger.
yeah, like Thanos uses it so much. But I question now how many of the fans of the MCU actually read comics.
No, yeah, and that's why I was bringing up that point is because I do think a good majority of the fans are, us, those older guys who grew up reading comics and then watching the animated show on Saturday morning, and then all of a sudden movies started coming out. But everybody younger than us, who were, 10 when Iron Man came out, and maybe even a little younger or older, that's a whole different generation of fans that Marvel's probably more focused on than even us.
I would also argue. I would also say that not argue. I
They're
would
saying your
also.
mic's a bit quiet.
It's not. I've checked my audio,
Okay, okay,
guys.
okay, okay.
If it is, turn me up a little bit.
Sorry about that.
Um, train of thought. Where is it? Oh, I also think Iron Man. And this is actually one of the reasons why I love Iron Man so much and have an emotional connection to him. Is I think he mainstreamed a lot of this. Not in the comics, as his comics were not very successful.
Oh, his comics were failures.
um, so MCU Iron Man like streamlined uh, superhero culture, I guess is what I'll call it. And
Yeah.
I'm totally not neglecting everything that happened with like DC and all the Batmans and everything before, and the Fantastic Fours and the X-Men and everything like that. But the start of the MCU was something special, and I
Hmm.
think
And it was built on Iron Man.
Iron Man built it, and I think he really, whereas like in the past, like we were nerds for liking comics, like in the way that people would use it in a derogatory way. and
Hmm.
Iron Man, and of course everyone before him: Spider-Man, X-Men, the Fantastic Four, all the Batmans that came before him: Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney,
Hmm.
Christian Bale. I think they all paved this way to eventually lead up to Iron Man, to kind of mainstream the superheroes and make it like the good nerd. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Like, yeah. No, I'm a big
So
fan of Iron Man.
I think the most important, and we see in the comment section and in Twitter and in personal conversations nonstop, oh, big fan service, big fan service, big fan service. And I think that there are moments put in there for fans, for comic book fans, for superhero fans, for pop culture fans. But I think Kevin Feige's first priority is Marvel and then the fans. He's trying to create something that can continue on its own. And for the sake of adding, fan services and losing some of that substance, I just don't think Kevin Feige has interest in that. I do. The guy lives, breathes, and just everything he does is Marvel. And his first priority is going to be Marvel and the future of Marvel.
Yeah, totally, 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 totally. Well, that was a chat tonight, guys. We're gonna.
Yeah, we got in deep, boys. That was fun.
That was some deep chats, but I don't ever mind going deep like that. I know some people shy away from it, but um, we only ever have good intentions. When we talk about, like, yeah, we may not like some of the same characters, but that's okay. Um, and I'm
One
excited
day,
for the
Warren and
future.
I will get on and we'll find the thing we most disagree on and we'll just yell at each other for an hour.
We do it in real life. One day we'll do it in prison. So, but I really like this episode. I don't know.
It was a good turn for What If.
I don't know. Does it beat Strain Supreme episode for me?
This is my new number one favorite. Strange Supreme's now number
This
three or
this
four.
this was lighter.
That you could say that, yes. That's kind
So,
of an understatement.
but I liked how I liked the emotion that
The
came.
shock factor.
I liked the emotion, the shock factor. Like, I don't know why. I really liked him trying to save her over and over again, and I like the fact that he couldn't.
Hmm. No, there's no questioning that it was a fantastic episode. The
Yeah.
question is which was better.
Yeah.
I'm putting this at my number one. It had everything I wanted to see in What If. As much as I enjoyed the surprise and the shock of Strange Supreme, I just like to see these characters in a different light. And there were so many of them in this with the original voices, and it was just a lot of fun. I'm gonna give this one my number one. Oh, Marina, thank you for the 15 super chat. I appreciate it.
I
Don't go
th-
too deep, winky face.
I think it does take my number one favorite episode for What If, because I don't know when the last time I laughed as loud as I did. It,
That's true. That's true.
and some of these, it gave me some really good laughs that I don't think I've gotten in a long time from, like, a show that's not specifically a comedy. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
yeah, no, I would say this takes my number one. But
There you
Strange
go.
Supreme's a very close one. Strange
Well, I
Supreme's
think I
a
think we'll
very.
be seeing more of him. We've seen him and Party Thor together in the trailer, so you'll get to see Strange Supreme and Party Thor hanging out together. I think that's gonna happen.
I think that would be cool. And I think if we were going to see anybody in the live action MCU, well, the Watcher, um, I think he would be the
Hmm.
number one person.
Yeah,
But if
he's the
I,
bridge, right?
right, he's the bridge. But if I had to bring a number two, I would say Strange Supreme. But hey, rumors of Haley Atwell showing up, and I really, really want to see her live action
Hmm.
doing the Captain
Hmm.
Carter thing. Because I don't know why, I really enjoyed the first episode of What If. The story wasn't that different, but I liked watching the Captain Carter animation and her throw the shield and everything like that. I would love it more if it was live action.
After
So
the last What If episode, we should have at hand ready, written out our 1 through 9 favorite, or 8, or whichever it is now, episodes,
7.
and
Good
we'll
job.
bang them out.
You're saying do that after everything?
Well, I'm gonna try to have the list done beforehand because I'm gonna get all confused if I try to do it live. But yeah, we should do it after everything's done.
We're
Bang
talking
through
about
them
our
all.
favorite list.
Yeah, of the What Ifs.
Yeah, I mean, we can do 1 through 8, but we have 2 more episodes left.
No, I'm saying after the last one. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
all.
We have 2 more left, and I think probably the next one's gonna be Assemble the Multiverse, the
Hmm.
the it's either gonna be like the Guardians of the Multiverse or like the Avengers of the Multiverse or something like
And
that.
then the
It,
last one would be, what if the Watcher stops watching,
yeah,
starts playing? Give me the remote.
yeah,
That'll be fun too. I'm
yeah.
I'm pumped for the next episodes now.
Yeah, see, a lot of people are. This is what I like. A lot of people are like, oh, your second episode's the best, fifth episode's the best. Like, I'm glad you all like those episodes. I'm glad that we all have different episodes that we like the most. Like, I always encourage, like, even when
Hmm.
we do reviews, and if I like a movie or don't like a movie, I always encourage people to make their own opinions. And there are some
We've done
people
that since day one.
they want. I've always said, make your own opinion. Don't just base it off of ours. But for
Hmm.
those of you, I saw some people talking about like Shang-Chi or something like that. I still think that movie's freaking gold. That's one of my top five favorite Marvel movies now, and I mean, it's got the highest Rotten Tomatoes audience rating ever out of like any Marvel movie. So
Hmm.
clearly, a lot of people share my same opinion. Um, but if you
Where did
didn't,
Shang-Chi end up for you
I
in
haven't
your
decided if it's
big
taken.
rank?
I haven't decided if it's 4 or 5, which would be Ragnarok. It fights with
Okay.
Ragnarok, so it's Avengers, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and then Ragnarok or Shang Chi.
The way I'm explaining it when I'm asked, because I have a hard time comparing Endgame to, you know,
Well,
Captain
obviously,
America.
right.
So I'm just talking like the way when I'm asked, it's my second favorite origin movie of all time for Marvel.
What's your first? Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Hands down, no
Yeah.
questions asked. I don't think anything will ever beat Iron Man for me. I've seen it 150 million times.
Well, that's a different ranking. Like ranking just the origins, because then I'd have to.
That's how I've been able to explain it. Because how do you compare Endgame to any other movie
I
in
I
Marvel?
I,
It's just
I
hard,
personally compare my overall enjoyment of the movie, and
right?
in that enjoyment comes the qualms I have with the movie as well, right?
Right. You have to add all that. I really have to sit down and make a real list. I've never actually done it, but Shang-Chi's without a doubt my second favorite origin film. The character is going to be phenomenal, phenomenal moving forward, and I can't wait to see what he brings to the table.
Yeah, and I think speaking of specifically Shang-Chi, I actually thought it was a beautiful movie, like
It was
visually and story wise.
gorgeous.
Like I just think a lot of it was done so well. Now I did give it like a 9 out of 10 because, well, I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't know I don't know who's
We'll
seen
be here
it
all
yet.
night.
I don't know who hasn't seen it yet, and I don't. My
That's true as well.
qualm is
I know a lot
with
of people still haven't.
right. My qualm is with the part of the end. Um,
Right. I know exactly what you're referring to as well.
right,
But
and
yeah,
it's
no, we'll
not
wait.
that big of a deal.
But it's enough. It's enough to be a qualm. I have qualms.
it's enough to be a qualm.
I have qualms.
And I stated that in my review that I did. I just, there's one
Hmm.
part. Um, but overall, I love that movie. Like Mr. Anderson said right there, it's seriously a phenomenal movie.
Yeah. It's a masterpiece. I think I would call it a masterpiece.
I feel like someone said that. I don't know who. But hey guys, this was fun.
Blast.
It was. I actually like kind of getting into these conversations because
That's one of our best what if chats, I think,
yeah,
to date.
even though it wasn't entirely about what if, but to circle back, I think the episode was great. I think actually the Captain Marvel did play a really good part in the episode. I think it was perfect. I don't thi- I don't think I have qualms with this episode. Speaking of qualms,
Nah.
I for what it was, I think it was awesome. I think everything had a really good purpose. I think all the different characters showing up were really great. I think Loki showing up and them talking about them being brothers were great. I think the fight between Thor and Captain Marvel was fantastic. I think the
Hmm.
interaction with Jane Foster and Thor was fantastic. That even though it wasn't the same, they still got together. I still because I like that. I like this idea of like fate. You know what
They're
I mean?
destined to be
Right,
together,
they're
right?
destined to be together. I really, kind of like in
Yeah, I agree with you on
Strange, they're
that.
destined to not be together. Right? It's like
Yeah.
I like I like that. I don't have any qualms with this. Nope. 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 No qualms. So, all right, everybody, that's it for today. I'm gonna have some interesting videos coming out tomorrow. I think. Um,
Sounds like it.
Well, there's a lot of news that came out tonight, and I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. So it's super late for me right now, so I might decide in the morning or I might decide right now. I'm not sure, but good videos tomorrow. So I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. I appreciate everybody who chatted, and of course I always appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate Mr. Anderson being a great mod as always. And even if you're just here watching, not chatting or anything like that, thanks for being here. We super appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And 2 episodes left, and I think it's about to get big. I think it's about to get exciting because I think the connectivity is about to make it up on another level.
I agree.
Yeah. So, all right. I will see you guys next week, and then the week after that, then we're gonna get a little bit of a break. But we're both gonna be out of town the next live stream.
Next week,
But
yeah.
we'll
I
still
might
have,
try to log into Louis' computer or something. I'll figure
yeah,
something out.
we'll still have the live streams. We're just gonna be remote. But yeah, guys, don't forget to
Look
subscribe to
expired,
Chris. There we go.
Hey, I'm Chris.
If you haven't, over at Cosmic Culture, Mr. Anderson just dropped the links for it in the chat. Go, be sure to
There's fun
subscribe to
stuff
him.
over here too, guys.
Be sure to subscribe to Chris. Great channel. He's also like a room away from me right now. So,
Hi.
and he edits for Cosmic Wonder. So,
With me.
yeah,
So whenever there's a mess up, usually my fault.
it's always Chris's
Although
fault
today
when
I
there's a
fixed
mess
one
up.
of your mistakes.
What did I mess up in today?
You called the title chilled, not child. But I fixed it.
No, you called it chilled.
No, you called it
Shut
chilled.
up.
I didn't do the title today. You did.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
No problem, Sarah. Appreciate that. I'm glad everybody could come in here and chat and we can talk about this stuff. So, all right. Love you guys all. I'll catch you guys in a week.